Let me ask you a question, and I really like your take on it. I really like your take on it. I really like your take on it. I have a question, and this speaks to I have had the conversation with my dad, and my dad is like, "Oh, yo, see, I understand you young boys right now that you guys don't want to do, or you don't want to get married because it feels like I'm the rebellious boy and I'm the only boy in my house right now. I'm the only son." So, and the question is very factual, and he says some people don't get themselves, or some people don't receive that grace until they are married. Some people don't receive that grace until they have their first kid. Yeah, my dad will forever tell this story that he no start to the odds until the point where he born in third child. That it was the day that he was going to have my younger sister that everything just that it was like he splurged automatically, bank gig, 6 figures as far back as in the early 2000s. Do you understand? Hot boy, like waiting, gather, and it was not until he had his third child. So he believes and he understands. He belongs to that school of thought that there's always that point in your life that everything just starts to go really fast. Okay. And he's like, some men can be very miserable, but the day they get married, things start to pattern up for them.
Okay, so here's a very realistic response for that, yeah. While that might be true for plenty people, right? But the reality still remains that what percentage of the men out there have this same reality? Okay? So if you think about that, then you start asking yourself, like, why wait till my third child or second child or maybe fourth child or first child before things start falling into place for me? Right? So that is the place of planning and preparation for the future.
But let's be realistic. Now, in this economy, can a young man plan? Bro, how many young boys have 5 million?
No, you don't need 5 million to start planning.
You cannot even forecast businesses anymore.
You do not bro, you do not need 5 million to start planning. One of the things I learned.
Hold on. This TV is 1.1 million. Mm-hmm. You won't get house, man. You don't get TV.
Now calm down and listen to me.
Bro, I want to buy a Toyota Camry. They are calling it 7.6 million. How? Plan waiting.
You have one that
is. My budget for my wedding was 1.5 million.
Brother, you don't even kick out.
So when I was getting married, my budget was about 2.5 or 3 million.
My sister just got married in February. We got 2 cars. One car was 1.1 million naira.
Hear me out. I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about having a plan.
I'm telling you now, OJ.
Hold on, listen.
You can't even plan shit no more.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can plan.
Can't plan jack
regardless
anymore.
of what you are earning. If you want to move,
and you talk about 100,000, no should clear plan.
If you are earning 100,000 naira today, and you cannot save, it is because you choose not to save.
Why is OJ?
Lie from the pit of
that is a lie from the pit of
What's OJ saying?
Sorry, I stand to disagree.
The fuck, nigga? 100K, OJ, 100K.
Yeah. I know times are rough, bro. But hold on, let me land.
Yeah.
So you can, I'll pass you the mic, right?
Okay.
But let me land. Now you are talking about, you cannot plan with 100K. Baba, you know your budget. You know your earning. I know that if I'm earning 100K today, there are some things I should not dabble into. I will not dabble into those things.
Like what? Getting married?
For instance, yes, getting married. I will not fucking try to get married with 100K earning. And that's simply
brother is 29. Brother is 29 with 100K salary. What do you want him to do?
Hold on, let me land. Now, so I'm earning 100K. The first question I will ask myself is, where am I staying? Where's my office?
Mm-hmm.
So the first expense, and which is one of the most important expense, is transportation. Number 2 is feeding. I am assuming that you already have an accommodation, right? So the first question that I'll ask myself is, how much is my transport fare monthly? How much am I spending on feeding monthly? And then, how much am I saving for my accommodation? Bro, as I sit here right now, I know what my rent is for next year and it's already ready. Because I plan towards it. Not because I earn the most.
OJ, you're not earning 300. You're not earning 300k monthly.
Sorry, can I come
More, if you you're not earning 300k monthly, you don't want me.
Can I come into this conversation?
You can come in. Go on.
You see, OJ, the Bible says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Yeah.
OJ is speaking like most of these motivational speakers. A lot of
My God, they're 100,000 naira monthly.
said they've been committing suicide of recent. Yeah, because they are not making it out, making sales anymore. I must tell you that yes, you can negotiate salary, but you cannot negotiate government policy. So we must be very, very calm on that. As in, we must be very real with that rather, because we have to use Nigeria as an example as it is currently. Lots of people were working. Let's assume that somebody lives in Ali Mosho, Yanopaja, and goes to Victoria Island daily earning 100,000 naira. At the time before the inception of the current government, the person earns 100,000 naira, and at the end of the month, he can still have reasonable savings. But I must tell you now that with 100,000 naira, all your transport, all your earnings are gone to transport expenses.
Finish, bro.
Is that the fault? It's not the fault of the person, because the person is not in position to influence the type of policy that the government have been executing. So we must be very clear, which implies that, like John said, OJ said that with 100,000 you can still have a savings, brother. Even if the office is next door to your house, you will still struggle.
Band A.
Because there are a lot of bandit issues around your financial situation. Like what? Number one is feeding. Do you realize that now when you're at work, you spend a lot to just get a very reasonable lunch?
1.5 cap. 1.5. No, like say person will not be you today.
It's a personal experience. At a time in my career, I live in Ogba, and I was working on Allen. When I joined that company, I used to see my colleagues. I'm a married man, so I always put into consideration all my expenses because of other family expenses that I was certainly incur. And I realized that they order food from different outlets. So I called the office assistant one day and said, please, I need to get food. So she said she's going to get me food. So and I said, okay, so what's like the list? But it's very good. She said, okay, maybe I should bring 1.5. At that time, the government that is currently on is not in power at that time.
That's boring.
Yes, during Buhari's government. I was like 1.5, and at the end of the day, I was given the food, I was like, it was not even impressing me. I was like, how can I use 1.5 to buy this type of tea? So I looked at it as a waste of funds, and because of that, I stopped because I was wasting money and I was not getting value. I wasn't getting value. Why? The reason I stopped is because I could have said, okay, let me order food from major retail outlets that are actually into that culinary services. But I ensured I had to keep my finances, my expenses under control in order for me to be able to meet other family expenditures that start to pop up in the course of the month. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that as it is now, even with 200,000, you are not even sure you might have a reasonable savings. Why? Because we've had numerous policy somersaults by the government. It's been a test and error situation.
Try and error,
rather. So they've been
graduate of English. Let's go.
Using people's life to gamble. You cannot be using 200 million people's life to play pool. And you understand, people that gamble a lot, they understand what it means when you gamble that Man City and Fulham versus Fulham.
Fulham will win.
Fulham to win.
Fulham will win.
Fulham to win.
3-0 against a whole Man City. You know it's not possible. How will it happen? It's possible by miracles, anyways. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that I am totally against that statement that OJ said that
Call me by my full name.
100K.
With 100K.
So let's call this question. No. Let me finish. No, don't respond. Before you respond. No, before you respond. No, you run it. No. Now you are trying to claim that you are 40. Wait. No, wait. No, before you respond, please, I beg you.
Yeah, go on.
No, just put the mic there. No, bro, put the mic there.
No.
I don't have respect. At this point, I don't have respect. Sister Bidemi, will you marry? Let's assume you're not married to OJ. Will you marry a man any 100K in this economy now? Please, your face will not show. 100K.
Right, so I will answer that question.
Why are you trying to answer for your wife?
Because it was my enemy.
What? No. Jonathan was in government when your wife married your wife. Jonathan was in government.
Speaking to
100K. No, bro.
When I got married, that you are speaking to, right?
No, that was Jonathan. Now he said with the current policies that Tinubu and Buhari put in place.
Young man, listen.
No, back up your statement. Back up your
Buhari. Good luck.
Which of the Buharis? When he first entered, first year?
I got married in 2020 now.
He got married with the COVID.
Yeah, COVID married, yeah. So Buhari was...
So you know even spent...
That was Buhari's second term.
Buhari's government was not
as terrible as...
Of course, we knew Buhari was...
So you were earning 100K at Buhari?
Yes.
Were you earning 100K during Buhari's tenure?
Brother.
Where
you?
Stop me no. See, OJ is still going to find a way to argue this out. That's why I want her. That's why I want his wife to answer.
Okay.
That's why OJ will always find a loophole. Would his wife get married to him at 100,000?
Come and sit down.
No, it's just a question.
Your own eyes.
Your wife.
Says what?
That her eyes are on you.
She's not serious. She's not my wife.
Will you? No, that's.
My wife did not say her eyes are on me.
Sister Bidemi, be honest. Will you marry OJ if he was any 100K?
Yeah, come and sit down and speak.
Come and bring it.
No worry, there is no cameras capturing your face, just your voice. That is being captured.
And I know you're about to give me the spiritual point of view, but if OJ was earning 100K. Yeah, like in front of a judge now. If OJ...
Judge, there's no judge yet.
Now, just let the question be yes or no.
If OJ was...
So don't...
If OJ was earning 100,000 and you knew quite thorough that was earning 100K.
Will you get married to
this government? Will you marry OJ?
In this government?
Yes.
Current government, okay. Of course I will still get married.
Absolutely.
Buhari answer.
Yeah, what do sure? What do you need? How much do you need right now? No, tell me.
Free tickets.
Tell me, what do you want?
Sister, let me be honest with you. If OJ was any 100K, if OJ was any 100K in this economy, when in Palo, when in Lemashe,
let me speak to
crack, and my
let me song. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Baby girl, kilo fair.
They're not realistic.
Yeah, you match yourself.
She's my wife.
Did you have a car when you get? Did you have a car when you get married? You already drive when you get married.
Oh yeah.
I had a car before marriage. Actually, I did.
So not for once have you entered bike?
No, she enters bike all the time.
She enters bike all the time. You enter bike
because we don't go out together all the time now.
Family car. You have a family as it is now. You have a family.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
With 100, if you were earning an 100,000 naira salary,
you can't even fuel the car.
At the end of the month. You cannot even. Let me tell you something. I fuel my car with 65,000.
Come and sit down and speak. Let us hear you.
So,
You say what? You fill your car with what?
65,000 naira.
Weekly or
That
monthly?
doesn't imply that the fuel gauge was at the empty level. You know, it has not started showing that empty.
You fill my car with about 70,000.
Okay, good. You see, most likely your tank is actually even bigger than
It's
mine.
about 80
I believe your vehicle is bigger than mine.
80 liters.
So if I fuel with 65,000 naira in like a week, if I'm going to Victoria Island from Monday to Friday, I will refill that tank on Sunday. Which implies that if I was earning the fact is that 100,000 naira and I cannot even afford to have a car.
Oh, bearda. Mo gbádùn 8,000 lọ́mọ ò tí ní mọ́tò.
When I was selling,
Me, distinguished copper.
They have other things that they are doing.
house car.
Distinguished copper ni mi.
So the truth is, 100,000 naira cannot take you home. Even if the office was next door to you. You know why? There are all other things that will make that 100,000.
Mommy OJ will still call. Daddy OJ will call.
Good.
So, let me try and make you understand my point.
Okay, good, right.
If you are being prudent,
Yeah,
right, with that earning of 100K,
yeah.
you'll be able to save. Yes, will you be able to save 40% of your earning? No. Will you be able to save 20% of your earning? Maybe, depending on you.
No,
See, bro.
What is 20% of 100,000?
20K.
So you will save 80,000.
So,
you save 20,000.
20,000. Yeah.
Sorry, do you know how many pieces of tomatoes they give to you when you want to buy 2,000 hours of tomatoes?
As a matter of fact,
As your wife ever told you before?
me, see, bro,
No.
I do not need
Yes
my wife
or
to
no?
tell me.
Did your
I
wife
do not
tell
need my
you?
wife to tell me. I go to the market, I do shopping. I'm not like you.
Oh, okay. We are changed about that. You don't want to. You feel your wife is cheating you, right?
No, that's not the reason why. I do shopping because
Your
my
wife
wife.
is saying no,
So,
no
yeah,
to
she's
you.
saying no to your statement.
He's just using that to help her. Because
Okay.
So I do shopping for the house simply because most of the time my wife will tell me like, there is no car. I'm not driving. So let me just go and do
Okay,
it
that
and
was-
bring
Imagine
it
if
home.
OJ didn't
So
have a car. How are they going to go to the market?
So your wife said initially that
she
would
will marry
have
me.
stayed with you.
Yeah, even if I was earning 100K. Yes.
Do you see? You can see.
Yeah,
that's why she's my wife.
Hold on. You can see there are some indicators that have proven that your wife would have not married.
Marry.
Like what?
Yeah.
Mention one.
One,
Mention one.
your wife, you are going to the market to help your wife. You know why? Because you have a car. Your wife does not have.
Okay, so can I
Hold
respond
on,
to that?
hold
Can
on.
I just
Wait
respond to
now,
this statement? Can I respond to this statement? Can I just respond to this one?
Right.
So it simply means that whether I have a car or not, I will still
Go to the market.
go to the market and support
if you had
her.
no car, it would have been an issue because she was not ready to start carrying baggages and loads.
I am ready to do those
Oh,
stuff
say
for
what we
her,
physically can,
and that is
bro.
why it is a partnership.
So I must tell you clearly that
Please tell me
your
clearly.
wife have indirectly answered that, baby, you don't have a car. You go to the market, carry the bags, and come back home. I wouldn't do that for you.
So do you do shopping for your wife?
I don't.
Why?
It's not because it's intentional. What I do is, at the end of the month, when I'm paid, there are allowances that goes to my wife. There are allowances that goes to my kids. So my kids, they are very young, but they have allowances. So, but all the allowances goes to my wife. But I have a budget list on an Excel sheet I will share with her. So this is for you and these are for my kids, which she uses to pay for whatever things she wants.
Sorry, I'll return your mic to you.
But before now, so
you're the older guy.
which implied so chill. So because of that, unless my wife meets me, probably I'm coming from somewhere. So babe, I couldn't buy this. Please help me. Or babe, but even if she orders me, my wife can order me. I don't care. I will take it. She's my commander in chief. I will
Absolutely.
take it. But the truth is, I don't go to the market. That I'll just like, okay, let me go to the market. And you also, you don't go to the market because you want to go to the market, but because your wife have made you understand that, baby, I can't carry this load.